What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I am going to be working on my patio. Oh look, a Lambo. Huh, that's strange. Not usually any supercars in my neighborhood. That's a pleasant surprise. So anyway, we will be working on my patio area. As you can see, I have 4x4s in the corners, in the little baskets there with some topsoil, and they're just not the strongest. I have these rope lights hanging from them, but I also want to be able to hammock from one post to the other. So today we're going to be removing all of those, get rid of the baskets. The posts will be thrown to the side because we need longer ones. I have them right here. We are going to be removing the corner blocks and digging down about, I don't know, 2 feet or so, maybe 3 feet, and then putting the 12-foot posts into the concrete in the ground. That way they're much stronger and the lights will be up higher, and I can also hang my hammock across and just hang out here. So I'm gonna start with cleaning up the patio area and getting everything all prepped. I have 2 guys coming from our construction crew that are working at my dad's house right now. They will be giving me a hand just so I can get everything all nice and level, and it's a little bit easier, but it's a little bit easier with some help. So let me start with cleaning up the patio area and getting it prepped for when they get here. I'll start removing some of the bricks, and maybe I will start digging these holes before they get here. All right, so I have the whole patio area all cleaned off except for the materials that we will be using today. I have concrete, a couple garden hoses, and a wheelbarrow. I need 2 hoses because my hose bib's all the way around the front of my house. I gotta reach it back here so we can mix the concrete nice and close to the hole. We're not wheelbarrowing it around everywhere. But basically what I'm gonna do next is pull out these, probably like this row and this row, this whole corner here. I'll probably pull that out on all 4 corners. That way we can dig these holes without any interference, and then get the new post down in some concrete, and then it'll be nice and strong. I can hammock there, my lights will be a little bit higher. Right now in the baskets, they're leaning in a little bit and drooping lower than I really would like them. So this will just give it a little bit of a cleaner look, plus I can hammock there. After I'm done with this, I think the next project I'm going to be doing is building a bar in the middle there on the outside of the fire pit, basically up to the edge of it. Not the fire pit, the actual patio. And then I'll have a wood rack on that side and a wood rack on that side, just so when I chop all that wood up over there, I have places to store it, and then I can burn it and it's nice and close. The next thing I'm gonna do is connect these hoses over there and get them ready, and then I will start pulling out the blocks and digging the holes. I'm probably gonna pull that machine that I have over there, you guys saw me use in the last video, and park it over here just so we can throw the dirt in it and not have to wheelbarrow the dirt all the way over there. I think that's pretty much it. let me get these hoses connected and start pulling the patio apart. So it worked out pretty nice. I only needed to use one hose, which was pretty much the perfect length. It makes it right back here to the patio with a little bit of extra slack. So we should have no issues with getting the concrete mixed and water running to it. It's time to pull the blocks out and get the areas prepped where I'm gonna dig for the posts. All right, so I got all the blocks out. This is the corner that the post will go in, but I wanted a little bit of, ooh, look at that guy. Look at that guy. Got a worm and a crazy spider. A couple worms actually. But so I got all 4 of the corners prepped, ready to dig. I think that should be enough space to dig. If not, we'll pull out a couple more blocks later. But that's basically the gist of it. Now it's time to start digging the holes and getting ready to mix some concrete and put the posts in there. All right, so here's a quick update for the people that saw my last backyard update, or backyard makeover video, I think we're calling it. So if you saw, you know that I if you saw, you know that I spread all the grass seed, topsoil, and straw, and as you can see, we are starting to get some green patches. So that is pretty good. That was only about a week ago now, and it is starting to come along. This area over here is what I did in the beginning of the video, but this was actually about 3 weeks ago. And as you can see, this is growing in nice, besides the little bit of weeds that are growing in it. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how quick the grass is starting to grow. I haven't watered it at all. I just let it rain and let the sun shine on it, and Mother Nature is doing her job. So I'm gonna grab this machine over here now and use the bucket to put all the dirt in from the holes that I'm gonna dig. So I'm gonna run this over there, and we'll start digging the holes. All right, so that should be pretty good. I can dig and throw it right in the bucket, and then I can move this around and get all 4 holes in there, and then go dump the dirt all the way out in the back and make this a little bit easier than wheelbarrowing it. But let's get to it. we have 2 holes done. As you can see, it's like 3 feet deep, and the pole is about 8.5 feet in the air. So we're gonna go around and do the rest of them, and then mix some concrete and get the poles in there. I'm currently making stakes so we can secure the posts while the concrete is wet and they won't move at all. And then tomorrow, after the concrete's dry, I can pull the supporting pieces of wood off and make sure the posts are strong enough. If you hear that jackhammer in the background, that is because one hole we ran into a rock. The other 3 holes, there were no rocks, easy dig, got all the way to the bottom, about 3 feet down on each one. Of course, the very last hole, there's a big rock. So he's trying to jackhammer that out, but we are about to set the posts in concrete. As I don't know if you can see in there, but there's one shovel load of concrete down in there already. We are gonna get this going and get these posts set. Let's see how big this rock is. Of course, it is right in the corner. You can't make this up. I wish I would have known that that rock would have been there before I made this patio, but it is what it is. All right, so we ran into a little issue. This rock is much bigger than we thought it was, so we are gonna, you see that? We're gonna dig out in front of it where it's dirt, and then we're gonna bolt 2 posts together. One post will sit on top of the rock and be tight in the corner, and the other one will go down in front of it. That way when it comes up, it's still flush with the corner. But it is what it is. So hopefully once it's in there and dry, then we'll test it and hopefully it's strong and I don't fall on my ass in my hammock. All right guys, so as you can see, I got 3 of the posts done. Of course, we ran into a rock in that last hole, but we got these 3 in here. We got the concrete setting. I got that one, this one, and this one, all done. We did dig out underneath behind where the post sits. That way the concrete is wrapped around on all of them, except this one is the one that we ran into the rock on. As you can see, it's a pretty big rock. We tried jackhammering, we tried jackhammering it, and it's just taken too long. So I don't know if you understood what I was talking about before, but basically we're gonna bolt 2 4x4s together, one of them down in the hole next to the rock there, and then the other one will sit on top of the rock, but they'll be pinned together, so when we put concrete in it, the bottom one will stop the top one from moving, and it should work out perfect. But it started to rain, so we got cleaned up here. The guys will be back here on Monday to help me, and hopefully we'll get it finished. If it's nice tomorrow, I'm going to test the strength on these two. I will set my hammock up and see how well they do. That way, if there is an issue with them, then while the guys are here on Monday, I can have them help me and hopefully get this done. But I'll see you guys on Monday.